Hello Star Wars fans and collectors, it's me, Jedi Master 98, back again with another Star Wars figure review. In today's Star Wars figure review, we're not going to be taking a look now at characters from the Vintage Collection line. We are indeed going to be taking a look at a Star Wars 2-pack from Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, and this 2-pack consists of 2 figures from the Power of Force line released back in the day. And the characters we are going to take a look at today is this one. It is Kabe, and the other character is Muftak, 2 characters that appear in the Cantina scene in Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. So these are 2 figures I didn't expect to pick up. I managed to pick up both of these figures in Forbidden Planet. Really impressed with the overall character development and obviously design of the figures, and the price as well for this 2-pack is even unbelievable in terms of, despite it being an older set as well, but really impressed to add more characters to the A New Hope section. So they're the figures. Before we take a look at these characters in more detail, we're going to take a look at the packaging that comes with these 2. So I'll just place them down, bear with me. So that is the Power of Force 2-pack packaging for these 2. You obviously got the Power of Force logo at the very top alongside Darth Vader. The price I paid for this, look at that, £5 in Forbidden Planet for these 2 figures. Really cool. You've got a little tag there, says Forbidden Planet sold as seen. The name of the characters at the bottom, and obviously your legal stuff there. Name and artwork continue on the side there. That occurs on that side as well. And then some legal stuff at the bottom in terms of obviously the barcode and everything. And on the back you've obviously got a brief description of what these characters are, continuing with numerous artwork and names of the characters. But for a £5 as well, really interesting as well in terms of obviously finding this set in Forbidden Planet, but an overall bargain really, so I'm really chuffed with that. But the packaging for Kabe and Muftak, it's not too bad. Obviously we see them in the Cantina, and yeah, really impressed with that. So that's the packaging for these 2. Let's take a look at these characters in more detail. We're going to start off with Kabe first. As you see, this little fella, articulation wise, does come with a little bit of movement at the top of the head, movement in the arms and everything, movement in the waist, and that's pretty much it. Limited articulation. Does come with a small weapon, sort of like some sort of knife weapon, which is different. Give you an overall zoom in of the character. Obviously it's sort of like a rodent sort of character, like a mouse / rat sort of looking thing. Obviously you've got his sculpted teeth at the front, which is nicely done alongside of his eyes, and sort of like nose, sort of like snout going on. Obviously the design of his costume, obviously he's got red with a hint of sort of like a creamish white, and obviously got the weapon in his hand with his sort of like, I want to say they're like claws sculpted on him as well. Obviously the feet are nicely sculpted, you can see at the bottom there. He is a smaller character, as I said, sort of more like a rodent sort of character. But yeah, we do see him in a brief shot in the Cantina scene, grabbing a drink. And that's pretty much it really. Don't really have much knowledge about him apart from seeing him in that scene. So that's pretty much it for Kabe from the Cantina scene. That little fella. And the other character we're going to take a look at is Muftak. I think I pronounced that right. As you see, this is a slightly bigger character. Obviously he does come with movement in the top part of the head, movement in the arms as well, and some movement in the legs, so plenty of movement there. 5 POA. As you see, he does come with this large blaster pistol with a scope, and obviously what's going on there. No holster to put this away, but it is what it is. Give you a zoom in on the overall design. Obviously we've seen these characters in the Star Wars universe with multiple eyes, and obviously what's going on. Obviously this character is in the Cantina scene that we briefly see him in. Obviously got the sculpted fur, which is nicely done in terms of obviously on his feet and his legs, and on his feet and his arms and his chest. Obviously got the feet that are nicely done, sort of like give it sort of like a brush sort of looking version. On the arms it's done nicely done. Obviously you've got the blaster pistol, and turn it around the back, you've obviously got sort of like darker going into lighter fur. Like with the other figure I've just reviewed, I don't really know much of them, but in terms of it being slightly older figures and in terms of the price and everything, the 2-pack is quite good. And overall, I'm just impressed considering I paid £5 for these two, despite it being an older 2-pack from the Power of the Force line. But in terms of that, these two figures, impressed with them, really pleased to add them to my New Hope collection, and an absolute bargain, so I'll take that. So I hope you've enjoyed this review on these two characters. I'll be back with many more Star Wars reviews very soon. Plenty more characters to give you a look at from different aspects of Star Wars as part of the Vintage Collection line, so please stay tuned for that. Be sure to obviously subscribe to the channel, follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I will see you very, very soon. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, take care, look after yourself, and as always, may the Force be with you.